were pretty shocked when our son was taken during a climbing event. And don't like to call it an accident because we know it was the Lord that divined that day. And through that whole experience, God gave us mercies and graces that we would not have had in the natural. That was something else that happened where 2 people came through the visitation line before the funeral saying, God has impressed me that he took your boy's spirit before fear and before pain. And they used the same words, but were, many people apart. And when I expressed that to, I expressed to Chris Harkness, who was there with him, that the autopsy person and the funeral home thought it was odd there was no swelling on his body. And Chris said, well, then I know what happened. I didn't tell him about the 2 people at the visitation, but he said, now I know what happened. I said, well, what happened? He said, when I watched him fall, he fell a free fall like a rag doll. He didn't yell. He didn't grab for anything. His body just went. And he said, God must have taken his spirit at the top before fear and before pain. Yeah. The same words, 3 different people, hadn't talked to each other. Wow. And that was just such a comfort that the Lord would speak to us in that way. He gave us many mercies and graces. We never went through the anger stage of grief.
And we've talked many times of, we don't know how people go through this without God.
Right.
And because, these other things came out, and we look back at them. But if we didn't have that base of the process and trusting God and his process, we probably wouldn't have seen that or whatever. And so, if you don't have trust in God before this stuff happens, I just don't know how people do that.